What is up, everyone? This is ReviewIt. I'm James, and apparently my cat wants to be in the video too because he's messing all kinds of stuff up. So if you hear any bags crinkling or anything like that, that's because the cat can't keep still. He's being crazy right now. So anyway, on this video, I want to talk about a couple things. The main thing being the new Ghostbusters trailer that just dropped a couple days ago. I'll get to that later. But first off, for any of you who are wondering where our weekly show is, because I know it was supposed to start this week, it was actually supposed to come out yesterday. Here's the reason why that it's not up. We did film it on Tuesday night, but the thing is we had so much going on this week with like midterms and jobs and things like that. It was just so mentally exhausting. It just didn't feel like it had enough energy, you know? I mean, the first half of it was very, very, very like formal and very slow, I guess. And then the last half, we actually picked it up and it got, you know, pretty funny and pretty good, but it just felt like it wasn't right to put it up, you know? So we're going to wait. We're going to put some more time into this, figuring out how we want to do it, try to adjust. So probably do a lot of like mock shows each week until it feels right for us to put up that first episode because we want it to be good. Okay, let's get into this Ghostbusters thing. I don't like it at all. I highly dislike it, and not for the reasons that a lot of people would think. So the majority of the controversy that surrounds this movie is the fact that it is an all-female cast. That is something that has bothered people since the movie was announced. Believe it or not, I do not care at all about that. If they want to do that, fine. I think it's cool. It's a different take. But going off of this first trailer, this movie does not look funny at all. It looks boring. Really boring. Every joke that is in here, I feel like I've seen in like numerous different comedies. And the main thing comes from the fact that 2 out of the 4 members of the main Ghostbusters crew, Kristen Wiig and Melissa McCarthy, they are playing characters that they've played for years. And yeah, while you're good at that, it's great to keep playing what you're good at, but it's also kind of boring. It gets to a point where it isn't impressive or funny anymore. You have 2 newcomers to the Ghostbusters crew. I don't know anything about them, but you know, they didn't look very impressive either. They weren't very good in the preview. None of them had anything really funny. It just, after watching this, the only thing I could really think of was, why is this happening? Why is this being made? Because it certainly doesn't look like it's doing anything new. It really looks like a swap. Like, oh, here's the original. With It really looks like, here's the original. Let's take the men out. Let's put the women in. Here's the movie. I don't have a problem with the movie having a female Ghostbusters crew rather than a male crew. I don't care about that. But at least make it its own movie. Don't make it a boring version of the original and do that. Because then it does come off as, we only made this movie so that we could appeal to the more modern idea that women should be in more movies. Don't do that, because then it ruins that. No, if you're going to do this, do it right. I'm not saying, oh, you have to have a reason to switch women out of the men movie. I'm not saying that either. What I'm saying is that you can't rehash a movie, but just swap the genders. Because then there's like no creative effort at all. There isn't. There really isn't. Make it its own movie. Have it be impressive as its own thing. Why is that so hard to do? Granted, haven't seen the movie yet. It's not coming out till the summer. I know I'm kind of judging the movie a bit early, but you guys have to understand that I really, really, really like Ghostbusters. It is a thing near and dear to my heart. I love the original movie. Can't say much for the second one. I've only seen it maybe once. But the first movie, I love it. Watched it numerous times when I was younger. And I still love it. But this movie looks like a more unfunny, bland version. With women instead of the men. Let me clarify again. I do not have a problem with the women being the Ghostbusters crew. I don't care. Like, that's fine. Do what you want. But make the movie impressive on its own. Don't let that be your one merit. Don't let that be your one thing to put on the poster saying, "Ooh, look, Ghostbusters with women instead of men." No, call it Ghostbusters and have it be a good movie. And maybe this trailer is just a mass appeal trailer rather than what it's actually supposed to be, which is an indication of what kind of movie we're going to get. This could be one of those that's just like, "Ooh, let's just appeal to everyone, and then we'll actually make a good movie." I pray to God that's it. I hope this movie's great. Like, I don't want it to be bad. I want it to be awesome. I want to walk out of it and come here and sit down and do a video and tell you guys how great Ghostbusters is. But if the movie is going to be just like this thing, it's going to be awful. I really think so. It spoiled a couple things, like that the ghosts can possess people. Thanks for not keeping that secret. Good job. You know, well, I can't be surprised because Sony is running the movie and they have a tendency to ruin every freaking movie that they have. So I can't be really surprised by that. But thanks, thanks for giving me a heads up about that big twist. Thank you. Good job. All right. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.